regardless of anything. He has been there time and time again. He's a strong supporter of this entire community. Indiana is proud of him. Our country is proud of him. He's a true American hero, and it's my honor to introduce to you Congressman André Carson.
Service. Thank you to HRC Human Rights Campaign, and thank you for your advocacy. You know, when I was growing up, my grandmother was a staunch believer in the equality of all people. She was always out in the city helping people, and then she made sure that I recognized what she was doing. And even though I was in those tough teenage years when you tend to forget some of the lessons of your childhood, she never let me get away with acting better than others or putting down those who were different than me. I didn't always get it then, but as I got older and was able to look at my life and the people around me, I saw how fundamental and critical her message of equality was. It is really the foundation that our nation is built on, even if that foundation is frequently forgotten. When I came to Congress in 2008, one of the promises I made to my district is that I would stand up for the principles of equality. That's why I joined the LGBT Equality Caucus. Millions of hard-working, patriotic Americans don't have the same opportunities as their neighbors. But fortunately, I think we've turned a corner. We're hearing talk that the Employment Non-Discrimination Act may come to a vote next year. And despite some setbacks, a growing number of states across the country are finally legalizing marriage. But I don't think the issue is at its most critical point right now, and that is the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. As you may know, I'm an original co-sponsor of the Military Readiness Enhancement Act. I've been an unyielding proponent from the very start, and I'm glad to see that many of my colleagues and our leaders on both sides of the aisle are coming around. Because outside of Congress, this is a nonpartisan issue. Today, former Vice President Dick Cheney is supporting this repeal, just like President Obama. We have Colin Powell, former Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and Republican Secretary of State supporting it right along with Admiral Mullen, the current Chairman, and Secretary of Defense Gates. And I think most importantly, we are seeing hundreds of military commanders speaking out in support of this repeal, because they understand that the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell has real national security implications. Our military has discharged hundreds of linguists, experienced in critical languages like Arabic, Pashto, Dari, the brigade. Meanwhile, our troops in Afghanistan and Iraq are struggling to communicate with the locals, often in life-threatening situations because they lack the necessary translators. And many of our troops are serving in their 4th and 5th tours of duty because our military can't meet its recruiting goals. All the while, thousands of gay, lesbian brothers and sisters are waiting to enlist but are not able to serve openly. Of course, you can't forget the implications of equality. I think it reflects poorly on our nation when we stray so far from our basic founding tenet, while 28 of our Democratic allies already allow open service. And so it's critically important for us to continue advocating for the immediate repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Right now we have over 191 co-sponsors, and we need even more. So my hope is that as the year continues, we can keep working together to repeal this misinformed policy and bring our nation to a more qualified and more equal military. Just because you want to serve your country doesn't mean that you have to be discriminated against. And I want to thank you for your advocacy and hope you have a
confident that we have the votes and we will repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So again, thank you.